Howdy, welcome back to our channel. A day or so ago, we interviewed a 96-year-old ex-Biafran soldier, and we talked about so many things, ranging from his personal life, the roles or positions he has held in his community, the Nwo clan, the clan where I'm from. We also talked about the war, the Nigerian Biafran war, and the after effects of the war. How Obafemi Awolowo moved most of the companies in the eastern region to Lagos, such companies as the Shell BP, thereby rendering Biafrans that work in this company unemployed and stranded. We also talked about some Igbo concepts, such concepts as the Igbo language and how the language is in the danger of extinction. We talked about the problem of get-rich-quick syndrome that has gotten hold of the youth tenaciously in recent times. So if these topics are what you are interested in, then this interview session is for you. So let's hop into the video. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell to be updated whenever we post content like this.
Nigeria's wartime Minister of Finance was Obafemi Awolowo. He enacted what made all the foreign companies to shift their headquarters to Lagos, and Shell BP moved into Lagos, abandoning the workers of Eastern region. In Lagos, the company employed local people.
Good morning, Ikenga.
Hello, my dear. Thank you.
Can you tell us about yourself and the position you held in the military?
My name is Adolfo Sozude. I hold the title of Ikenge right from the inception of Ngwo administration, Ngwo clan administration.
Okay.
Many years ago now, about 1986.
Okay.
When we had an Okpoto Nze council for Ngwo clan, the entire 10 villages of Ngwo. Then I held the position of protocol and excuse me, protocol officer, and I was in charge of all the traditional customary norms. I told you that's many years back.
Yes.
After that, which expired with the inception of community union administration, which appointed Igwes, traditional rulers. I became the President General of Ngwo Uno Central Union. Now, I am the traditional Prime Minister of Uboji Ngwo Autonomous Community. And I hold the title of Ibnoha. I was Ikeng in the old Ngwu administration, and that is the position so far.
Okay.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, that's true.
I am
And it's a blessing.
96 years old now, which is not a child play.
Sure.
So many things have gone past. So far, I am the oldest living male member of Ubojungu, the entire 6 villages of Ubojungu. And I am the chairman of Amoba Village Council of Elders. So God is to be glorified. That is it so far about me.
Thank you, sir. Can you share your perspective on the significant historical events that impacted the Igbo people, such events as the Biafra War?
During the war between Biafra and Nigeria, which started in 1967, then I was serving as a public relations officer with Shell BP. But when Biafra came into being and the war started, a number of us were drafted, some into military and some into special services that ran the Biafran government. I was drafted into the fuel directorate. There was food directorate. There were other directorates, but I got drafted into fuel directorate as second secretary in the directorate. And my special assignment was the distribution of fuel to both the military and the civilian population of Biafra. So as the war lasted, that was my assignment. I established fuel stations at Umuahia, at Aba, Biafra operated stations.
Okay.
Biafra had fuel refining organ at Kwara Zombisi, from where petrol was distributed to those filling stations for people and the army to gain access. That was it. Then until Biafra collapsed and that became extinct.
Can you tell us how the Biafran War shaped your personal life?
Pardon?
How the Biafran War, how it shaped the experiences of the war? What impact did the experiences have on your personal life?
The war?
Yes.
Well, when the war ended, or rather, when the war started, Shell BP had a headquarters in Port Harcourt, and Nigeria's wartime Minister of Finance was Obafemi Awolowo. He enacted what he, what made all the foreign companies to shift their headquarters to Lagos, and Shell BP moved into Lagos, abandoning the workers of Eastern region. In Lagos, the company employed local people. So when the war ended in 1970, those of us of Eastern Nigeria became abandoned employees. We lost our jobs. So we rallied together. Then I became their chairman of the abandoned employees, and I made contacts with Opa Biasika, who was the administrator for Eastern Nigeria, with Shell BP in Lagos and their headquarters in The Hague. And the contact was that they should either take us back into employment or pay us end of service award. So that lingered and dragged until Shell BP succumbed and paid us some end of service benefits. That was my final task with what concerned the war. I lost my job. I came home to my town and began to look for survival.
Thank you on that. I want us to talk on the Igbo culture. So I would want you to tell us some values and principles of the Igbo culture that have guided your personal life as an Igbo man.
Well, the Igbo race uh, is regarded to have some connection with the Israelites, whether it is true or not.
Yeah.
The Igbo is a very enterprising race, and that is the basic interest of any person who really wanted to be himself. You have to be enterprising, you have to associate, you have to be law abiding, and you have to imbibe the ethics of honesty, transparency, probity, to be a real Igbo man. If your culture is not founded on those principles, you will doubt yourself. So that is that.
Thank you very much on that. Can you tell us, or do you think there are Igbo cultural principles or cultural values that are misunderstood or underappreciated?
Um, some of them are the position and the respect due to the elder, the old man, and some of them too are the get rich quick syndrome. It is not in the Igbo blood. Also, the Igbo culture recognizes the relationship. Who is your grandfather? Who is your grandmother? Who is your great grandmother? How are you related with those who share the same great grandmother seed or great grandfather root? The Igbo culture extends to that far. You don't marry somebody that is not beyond the fourth generation, and so on and so forth. If somebody is your elder, you don't insult him. That's Igbo culture. Then there are old traditions like the masquerade, for instance. In the older times, the masquerade was used as uh, policing the community, policing the people. If there are any fines to collect, the community raises the masquerade to go and collect the fine, establish the order. And once the masquerade is in sight, it is respected. Some of those values are disappearing. That is the situation now.
Thank you very much on that. How have you contributed to the preservation of the Igbo culture, either personally or through community efforts?
I told you that there had been the Oto, there is a council of Ugbo clan, which during which I was protocol officer. I was also the President General of Ugbo Central Union. These organizations, those two organizations, were founded on traditional and customary norms, and they proffered the prospered culture. All cultural norms were taken care by those organizations. And my position as protocol officer in the Uto Council and President General in the Nguono Central Union emphasized my role in the promotion of culture. because we took care of problems between husband and wife. We took care of the administration of the masquerade, which we call Ma. We also uh, took care of the operation of Odo. So we made sure that the cultural uh, dictates for Odo, for Ma, for burials, and so on, for marriages were properly followed. That is a major indication of making taking care of culture.
Thank you on that. What advice would you give to the younger generation on holding on to their culture and honoring the Igbo culture?
If the culture is not properly followed, religiously adhered to, the prestige of the race will die away. So it is mandatory to uphold existing cultures and in fact resurrect those ones that have been abandoned. That should be my advice to the young generation. You can also notice that, like we are now doing, we have imbibed the English language so deeply that our Igbo language is winning away fastly, which is again our culture. So that should be my advice.
Thank you on that. Do you have any final thoughts or insights on Igbo culture?
I will advise that we shun this get rich quick syndrome. It is spoiling a lot of things. And the younger generation should keep close and near to the old people so that they can transfer the knowledge, they can transfer the tradition, the custom, the way of life of the Igbo man to the younger ones. That should be my advice. Final word.
Thank you, Ikenga, for having us.
Thank you.